Hey everybody, welcome back to the Talos Principle, or as I say, Tales from the Crypt. It has been 2 months since I played this game. Easy, potentially more. So if you think I'm going to remember anything at all about how to play this game, you are very optimistic. I am not that optimistic. Yeah, I don't even remember what 80% of these symbols are, so I know I'm solving red puzzle pieces, and I know the last time I was here I had beaten like World 8, like some kind of special world. And I don't think the mechanics changed between now and then, but I do remember that I was intentionally not solving puzzles for a little while, and maybe that has come back to haunt me. To that extent, let's go ahead and reacquaint myself with philosophy and robotics. A sentence that I didn't really think would go together before playing this game. Nevertheless, I'm sure that there are probably a lot of roboticists that are deep into philosophy. I can totally picture somebody like, I don't know. It just occurs to me that my knowledge of philosophy is quite limited, but my knowledge of robotics is way, way more limited. Like, if you ask me, like, hey Bird, what's your favorite robot? I would probably say, does the robot from the Talos Principle count? And I don't think anyone would answer that affirmatively. Anyway, so this is the Alley of the Pressure Plates, which sounds very dramatic for what is undoubtedly going to be a not particularly dramatic situation to be in. But, okay, so we have a Zapadu over here. We have that receptacle. We have a time reversal thing. I'm guessing I'm going to want to... well, I can float up there. What happens if I take the connectee off? Okay, so I can take the connectee off and still connect these two things. That's not really a hard requirement here. However, I don't know what that actually unlocked. I guess that thing keeps the fan on. So if I just come over here and I place this box on there to put the fan on, the fan is turned on, and then I can, I guess, take the connectee and then make it float. And if I do that, oh, I guess I would need to put the connectee on the box to make it float. It occurs to me that revisiting this game multiple months after not playing it may impact my ability to do a good job with it. Nevertheless, I am 100% confident because I don't know how to back down from a good idea, ever. And I think I now understand what I need to do, which is I need to get my badass self all up on this pressure plate using a kick-ass little shadow copy of myself. So I'm gonna summon a friend from the netherworld, and he's just gonna like look around a whole bunch. Maybe do some crouching. Oh, he can't do any crouching. I'd have him jump, but I don't think that's gonna be a particularly great idea. So yeah, we got him in here. He's looking all 0.1614. That's pi divided by 2 right there. Okay, how do I stop doing this? What the hell was the tab for? Ah, that should tell you how little I played this game. Okay, so we'll just wait a tick. He's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Zappy ready. I'm gonna get it in place, and then if I run through here, it's gonna be able to open up that portal over there. And once that's done, I just need to kill my robot friend. I can just do stop, and then I'm going to record him. I'm going to have him stand on this plate and just stare at it awkwardly for a second. And... well, that should be plenty of time. Come back over here. And then impatiently stare at the effect that's going to make everyone really, really sick. And now... I see... there's a bit of an error. Oh, there is much more of an error. This has become an error beyond anything that I expected. So we need to reset real quick. Okay, cool. So, Yeah, using the cube to hold up the connectee was probably not a good idea in the end. So what should I do instead? Well, let's try just getting through this segment first. And I can do that. Let's just gather some information here. So I'm going to be like Solid Snake, and I'm just going to sneak through all this stuff. But I'm not going to be dummy thick, so it's not going to work as well. Nevertheless, let's come through here, and we're going to see what I got to work with. So we have a whole bunch of nothing over here, which is a very suspicious amount of nothing. A very suspicious amount indeed. So, if I guess I can do one more thing to get this all open. I can use my evil clone to hold this door open for me for a minute or two, and then I'll be able to run through the other side of this thing, get trapped on the other side, and then have to, and then I'll have to read the, or I'll have to reset the entire puzzle, so I got that to look forward to. I'll try to give myself enough time to see what's on the other side here. So we just have the connector, and we have a ladder, and, I mean, that's basically it. Okay. Cool. So yeah, the main challenge is just I need to get the connector into a position such that it allows me to hold that door open. Now, what I'm thinking, well, okay, let's start grabbing puzzle pieces and we'll pull them back in here. So once we do that, what do we want to do? How should I go about solving this? Well, I can use my... Do things... I need to remind myself of something. Do things open if I drop, like, Shadow Realm cubes on them? So that guy goes over, he grabs the cube, and then he drops it. That does indeed work. So, Shadow Realm devices will, in fact, hold doors open. Meaning that what I can do is I can take all of these Shadow Realm items and just screw up immediately. No. I can take all the Shadow Realm items and then I can just stand here. And I need to give myself a little bit of time, so I'm just gonna sit here and think about the world for a second, just to let the timer play out. So I was thinking of changing my alias online. I asked around a little bit, and a friend of mine told me that a really cool sounding one just opened up. It's called Pro Jared. I think I might take that one. Yeah? No? Okay. We're getting a major no from Ladybird on that one, so I guess she doesn't want to be known as Lady Jared. And you know what? That's probably okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna come through here. I'm gonna put the fan down. I'm gonna get this thing. I'm gonna put that there. And then I realized I made a bit of a flaw. I made a bit of a whoopsie doodles. I have the right idea, but I have the wrong execution of it. In that I needed the philosophy robot, Shadow Realm clone, to hold this section, this door open for me for a little bit. But he didn't do that because I didn't do that. Because I was dumb. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna get my Shadow Realm robot, and we're just gonna hang out for about... 15 seconds? 20 seconds? Yeah, I think that Lady Jared probably isn't the most cute sounding nickname, so I can understand why you're vetoing that one. There's probably no other good reason for it, but I can understand that being a good reason.
No other reason.
No other reason in the entire world. Let's go ahead and just come here and stand on this stuff. Alrighty. Let's give it about 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Admire the really old textures. Ooh, look at that skybox. You can tell that those are clouds because they're not moving, just like real clouds. Ah, sass. Okay, that should be good enough to solve this puzzle. Let's come over here. Let's stop playing. And I can get to getting all the puzzle pieces together. I probably didn't give myself enough time. Let's see if I am right. Okay, we'll get that there and there. We just put it down, and we run on out. Okay, I did give myself enough time. That opens up that part. We just wait for the Shadow Realm guy to come through here and solve all of my life's problems. And then he's gonna run through, and then I run through, and we get ourselves a big ol' honkin' Tetris right there. Tetris so good you could clear all your life's problems away with it. All right, as you can see, we got a turbo wiener, and we got some goodness at the tip of it, much like one would expect. I'm assuming that I need well, I'm gonna need something here. We gotta work at the base. Okay, never mind. So I guess what I want to do probably is I want to find some way of getting various things out of puzzles and putting them in here. I guess I want to have a one of those little fan doodles, and then we want to zap some laser in here. We got ourselves a connectee that's already floating up in the sky, so we'll probably want to use that. And then we just need to put that connectee over here, and then connectee it like that, and that gives us power. And then all I need to do is do a real good, you know what these things are called? They're called blowers. So we're gonna put a nice solid blower right at the base of the obelisk, and we're just gonna blow straight up. Oh yeah, it got pretty happy when I said that. That was weird. Okay, cool. Anyway, now that that joke has been sufficiently piled into the ground, let's go ahead and solve this one. Me, myself, or our two jammers. Alright, so we got nothing really interesting over here. We do have access to the play thing. So I guess I can start by... Are there any more jammers? Well, I can start by jamming this door. And then I'm going to just kind of edge around this area and see what I got to work with. Okay, not a whole lot. So I guess I'll use the recording philosophy robot to, well, I guess he's going to just drop... Well, hang on. Alright. So we're going to stop... We're going to retry the recording. We're going to leave the jammer there. We're going to record myself taking the jammer and then popping this door open. And then I assume I'll have to do another thing later on. But I think that for now, this will be enough for me to take the real jammer and then jam that gun. And then I'm guessing there's going to be another jammer in this segment. And there is not. So, I believe that what I need to do is... Well, let's unjam that so I can get out of here by just using the jammer. That door, maybe? So use the jammer to jam the gun. Okay, well, let's think about this. So, I'll unjam from this side. Oh, I see. And now that the jammer is on the other side and it's holding this door open, when I use my clone, I can come through here and I can use the shadow jammer to jam the gun. Now that that's in place, I can just chill out for a little while, give my real clone some time to work, unjam the door, and then stop the recording. Now that I've done that, my shadow robot will pick up the shadow jammer. I'll take the real jammer, and then I will hold this door open. Now we have the other gun over there. So I'm... Oh, God. Okay. So I know what I need to do, kind of. We just need to do it correctly. So I'm going to jam that. I then use my Shadow Realm version to jam the door. And then I come through here. I take the real one after they're done. And then I just jam the door from the other side. Cool. now I take my Shadow Realm version. He comes through here. He takes that jammer. He's gonna just set the jammer up over there. Just chill out for a little while. And then, once I get bored of that, this should be good. Let's unjam the door. We'll come through here. We'll stop the playback. Shadow Realm guy will come through. He's gonna go ahead and jam that gun. And I can go ahead over here, and I can set the gun up to jam from this position and hold that door open. Now that that's happened, I can come through here real quick. I had to be... The timing on that was tight, to say the least. So, now that I've done that, what do I need to do here? I guess I need to use a Shadow Realm guy to stand on here. And then, okay, that at least gets me back into this area. The Shadow Realm guy is stood there. Is there another jammer around here? It does not appear to be the case. Sorry for clearing my sinuses again. I know it's not particularly good sounding. So I think I know what I need to do, and it's going to require another reset. Which is, I need to take the jammer off, and I need to just die real quick. Okay, now, what I need to do is I need to have the Shadow Realm guy at the very, very end of all this crap. He needs to stand on that plate. Without that, then it turns out that I will be banished to the Shadow Realm. And I don't really like how that sounds, so I'm going to try to avoid having that happen to me. Come over here, we'll jam it from the other side, stop the recording, record again, pick up the jammer, jam the gun, have a Shadow Realm guy. He's just going to stand over here for a little bit. Okay, that should be plenty of time. Now I can run through here, take the jammer, and then stop playing the recording. Shadow Realm guy is going to pick the jammer up. He's going to run over here. He's going to stand on that plate to open up the door, and then jam the gun, and grab the last teddy. Ah. The joy of a solved puzzle.